ఈరోజు మనము కంట్రోల్ సిస్టంలో కొన్ని టాపిక్స్ చూద్దాము. ముందుగా మనము మహామంత్రం రాసుకుందాం. సత్యమేవ జయతే. शाकाहार ही खाना है. Now let us consider one block diagram like this. Say you have g of s, the forward transfer function, forward path transfer function we say, and then the backward path transfer function is h of s. This is given as feedback. Now let us consider this as say c of s, and let me call this as say r of s. I am calling the c of s as input, r of s as output. Now the feedback is say positive. Okay, so to represent that I am putting plus over here. That means this is coming with plus. Okay. Now in this case I can write something like this. R of s is going that side. That means r of s is also coming here. Because rs is coming here, what we will have here? Here we will have rs into hs. Okay, good. Now what is that we will have here is the question. Cs plus this. So here we will have Cs plus rs hs. Now because this whole thing is passing through this, what you will get here will be this whole thing into this. Okay, so whatever you will get here will be nothing but C of s plus rs hs, this whole thing multiplied by gs, but that we are calling that as rs. So now I will write rs is equal to this c of s g of s plus this 2 into this term. Okay, so plus rs r of s h of s g of s. Now let me bring this r of s this side. I will have r of s common, and then I will have 1 minus g of s h of s equal to c of s into g of s. Now if I take the Laplace transform of the output by Laplace transform of the input, that is r of s by c of s. Okay, r of s by c of s, then I am going to get g of s by 1 minus g of s h of s. So this is the input output relation. Okay, so equivalently for this block diagram I can now draw something like this. In a single block I will put all this. Okay, all this is in this. Okay, and I will write c of s this side and then r of s this side. Okay, now we will try to compute error e of s. Okay, so what is e of s? This particular part, whatever you are getting, this plus this. Okay, we will call as e of s. Okay, now one more thing you have to observe. If you take here plus, that is positive feedback, then you will get minus here. If you had taken minus here, then correspondingly you would have got plus here. Okay, fine. So in some of the books you might be seeing plus minus if you are putting there, and then here you will putting in the same order as minus plus. That means you are interchanging. Plus will become minus here, and that minus will become plus here. Okay, you have to see. Take care about that. Now let us talk about this e of s. So e of s is nothing but c of s plus r of s into h of s. Okay, now I wanted to write, okay, I want to write r of s. Earlier we have seen in the previous thing c of s by r of s, r of s by c of s, output by input Laplace. Okay, output Laplace by input Laplace. Okay, r of s by c of s is equal to g of s by 1 plus g of s h of s. Okay, if it was a plus, then we will have to write minus here. Okay, so let me consider in the plus case. Okay, now from this r of s is this multiplied over there. Okay, so that I will substitute here, and then I will take cs common. So I will take cs common, then I will get here 1 plus, okay, 1 plus h. Now r of s I am writing as cs into gs by this whole thing. So I will have gs into hs by 1 minus
G of S.
G of S H of S. Okay, what I have done is, in place of R of S I have written C of S G of S and by whole thing. Okay, so I will have and again C of S I have taken outside. So GS, HS, this GS, this HS, and then denominator of this. Now I will take the ratio E of S by C of S. E of S by C of S. Okay. Or let me put it as of now like that only. E of S is equal to C of S into. Now if I take LCM here, 1 minus GH and here it will be plus GH. So that will cancel off.
1
You
by
are going
1
to
by
simply
C of S.
like this. Okay. Like this.
Yeah,
Okay. So this expression we will be using in the next classes. Okay. And we are going to do some kind of manipulation we will be talking.